What's up guys, Hobo88 here and welcome back to rFactor for a video that I would say, for me, is something very special. Have a look at what you see on screen. This is the Dirtworks Designs Big Block Modifieds and this is the coolest looking thing. Hobo88 skin, SSR by Gates Race Designs. Andrew over there has put together kindly a Hobo88 skin. I didn't ask him to. Out of the kindness of his heart, he's gone ahead and put together this skin, which I think looks awesome. I love it, and it is very, very cool. If you would like to download this skin, I'm going to post a link to that in my Discord channel. So go ahead and join my Discord channel. Link is in the description below for that. But also make sure you go and check out Gates Race Designs. I'll throw a link to their Facebook page in the description below as well. But very, very cool, and I'm excited. So, because we're doing an Australian, myself, driver in this particular video, although we don't have big block modifieds here in Australia, we have V8 dirt modifieds, which are quite similar but less powerful. But I'm going to do a request that has been on my list to get done for the longest time. I can't even remember how long this has been here for, but Boyd Bowden has asked for big block modifieds at Valvoline Raceway, and I thought, what better time than right now to go ahead and do that video. So, let's go ahead and load up the track. You can see here, modded in, Brenton Hobson Racing, SSR. Very, very cool. I like all this. This is really cool. Valvoline Raceway, a link also in the description below to this. It comes from Sprint Cars Online. I've threw in a link below. But AI strength, 95%. The big blocks, obviously the competition. And we're going to do 25 laps, 18 cars. Let's go ahead and load it all up. As an Australian track, most of the time this is the case, but the Australian tracks, the mods are not exceptional. They're usually a little rough around the edges. They look a little empty. Not all that much polish, and you'll see that again here in this particular video when we get to it. Just going to quickly go through and make sure that all of the difficulty options are set to off, except for the invulnerability, which I've got turned on. Sorry, I'll quickly show you the rates as well. This is what I've got for my Fanatec CSW wheel, CS 2.5 wheel. These settings are all great. Unfortunately, the Windows 10 update that dropped this week has broken my Logitech shifter, so I cannot use my H-pattern shifter and rFactor anymore. I'm going to have to do paddles, which is really annoying. But this is the settings that I have for my wheel. You can copy those if you've got the same wheel as me. They seem to work well. I'm going to take a little bit of fuel out for the garage. I'm not going to change anything else. Just make sure the steering lock is maxed at 40 degrees. Otherwise, I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and cut some practice laps. Try and get a bit of a feel for it. All looks good. Now you'll find if I go over sort of like this way, the ground in the pit area all a bit broken. So like I said, the polish is not there on these Australian tracks very often, and this is the track itself. Although the racing surface is not too bad and somewhat close to what is accurate for real life, in my opinion, having never driven the track, but I have been to Valvoline Raceway before to spectate. Looks pretty good to me, track surface. And the grandstand on the main straight, that's in the right spot. There is a grass hill around the outside. It turns 1 and 2 and onto the back straight. That's sort of okay. The pits are in the right spot, but there's no detail to any of this stuff. It's pretty bland looking. Reasonably accurate, but it just doesn't have that same level of polish that we see with a lot of the American tracks that I use and usually run at on the channel. Now, this particular racing surface, as you've already probably seen just by watching me have a go here at the first lap or two, the middle of the track is exceptionally icy. No traction at all, no grip in the middle of the circuit. In fact, not much grip anywhere. We, for the second lap in a row, nearly spin out in turn 2. It's very, very hard to keep these cars pointed in the right direction. A lot of power. And I find myself having to feather the throttle a lot as we actually spin out this time in turn 2. So I need to get my... Oh, we're in second gear, wait on. There we go. Back up to speed. I need to get my eye in a little bit here before we can go to the race session, because at the minute, spinning every lap in turn 2 isn't going to be very fast. So we'll go a little higher if we can this time. keep the car as straight as we can. Even then, it nearly snapped around on me. I don't seem to be as bad down here in 3 and 4, but 1 and 2, especially in 2, from the mid corner around, very slippery. You see me sort of half attempting to get the throttle down and getting the steering all wrong because I don't have the right amount of power to the rear wheels. That was better. Just being very ginger as we get ourselves up to speed. That's quite a lot of opposite lock there in turn 4 to try and keep the car under me. We'll go to the bottom. Bottom's actually got pretty good grip in it. You can't afford to just gas it up in the mid corner or else you do loop it quite easily. And as you slide up the racing surface, it's quite easy to turn it around. Oh, I got it so wrong in turn 2 that time. Go straight to my H pattern and of course nothing happens and we stall. So that's it for practice. We're done because I can't remember what buttons I've assigned for my ignition. So the other annoying thing about this particular mod, this track, is that there is no exterior camera shots. But that's the cool looking livery right there. And I love it a lot. I think it's awesome. So let's go ahead and skip out straight ahead to the race. We'll go through qualifying to the race, start from the back of the bus. 18th position on the grid. And we'll roll off here. Pace lap is quite slow. Just waiting for them to just jump, you know, like they're going to take off at some point. Pace car should be peeling off. Where are we? Are we in turn? This looks like turn 2, so peeling off at the end of the back straight, hopefully. There he goes, the pace truck off to the right. Oh, they're all checked up. Alright, here we go. Coming around off of 4, Valvoline Raceway, Parramatta Speedway in Sydney. Can we come from the back of the bus to win? In our brand new Hobo 88 livery for the Dirtworks Designs on rFactor. Got a terrible run through turn 1, but we're all good. Oh no! Oh. You don't really get up there in real life and get away with it like that. Lost track of my speed at the end of the back straight, drove straight off the racing surface. Another thing about this mod is that I've had mixed results with AI cars actually staying on the track. We're probably going to see a few spinning tops before the end of this one, cars that have just lost their way and ended up getting broken by the AI. Oh, not much room. AI cars running very high on the track. Maybe we should go to the bottom. Not my preferred place to be, but I'm just happy that so far I haven't spun out. A little bit of grass, that's okay. Sort of clearing our way up through the field. We might slot up here. We've passed a whole heap of cars. I don't want to be on the bottom. So now that we passed the big gaggle at the back, let's see if we can work our way forward higher on the track. Oh! Easily passed on the inside there by the blue car. 22, I think it was. Oh, we're getting swamped on the bottom. Trying to run this cushion, but there's just nothing there to catch you. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, we're a bit sideways there into turn 1 and a bit slow as well. taking some liberties with the track limits on the back straight. We just can't go anywhere on the outside. We're going to have to come to the bottom again, I think. It's too hard to move forward. They're just all in the way. Oh, big door-to-door contact there. We're up in that mid-track where it's very slippery. More door-to-door contact. Try our luck up high again now that we've cleared some of those cars. Oh no! Oh, I thought we were gone. I thought we were mincemeat then. Got away with it big time. If we had got tagged in the left rear corner there, we were around for sure. I may have just seen a car on the outside of the catch fence at turn 1. I'm not quite sure. Now that we're sort of single file though, we can get a good one going. Yeah, there is a car stuck on the outside out there, spinning around in circles. We're going to see a bit of that, unfortunately. Oh! The 84 car taking a very unusual line into turns 3 and 4. And again, into 1 and 2. It threw me off actually, that one. I sort of wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. The line that car took was so weird. It caught me by surprise. You know what though, we are not going anywhere near forwards. The only way we're going to move to the front is to stay on the bottom. Which is a line that exists at Valvoline Raceway. Often you'll see a top and a bottom, a little slick through the middle. A very American style circuit. Trying to push my way forward so that we're struggling to make progress at the minute. Still only the one car that's having issues for the AI. I much prefer to be out here on the outside. There's no cooler feeling than running the top and passing cars. So what does it, is this us in 4th spot? That could be the case. Seems like that would be possible. Running out of laps though, it's only a short track. 25 laps I think we were doing. Be over before we know it. Oh! Uh-oh! Oh! Lost my way for a second there again. A little bit of contact from the car behind. We need to at least make a podium here. Push our way up to 3rd place. Tell you what, I've never had to work so hard to keep a car facing the right direction. Oh, nearly coughed it up again, but we actually get a pretty good run off the exit of turn 4 that time. Oh! Oh, that's a checkered flag. We hang on for 3rd. And it'll take a 3rd. That's actually a much better result than I thought we were going to get, given how many problems we had just keeping the car pointing in the right direction. Oh man. But that was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that, and I'm glad that I was finally able to go ahead and record this race that Boyd Bowden has been looking for so long on the channel. A lot of patience, appreciate that. But that was a lot of fun, and something a little different for the channel, I guess, to run an Australian track with an American car. But I had no choice, guys. I had to run this car because I've just been so excited to get out and give it a run. And it is very, very cool looking. So thanks very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. Follow me on Twitter at Hobbo88 to keep up with all the latest. Don't forget also to follow me at twitch.tv/Hobbo88 for any live stream activity that we get up to. Of course, check out the description below. Lots of links for you guys. Discord, Facebook pages, all sorts of good stuff. And I really enjoyed the video. I hope you guys did too. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.